Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. This is part 2 about the people who are passing out anti-Semitic flyers or whatever you want to call them. So basically I have 23 witnesses on record to the psychological operation against me, which definitively show that the government is running a psychological operation, and various parts of the evidence give away that the police play stupid about it. And so it's very much like Obama was saying, where the country is becoming like a communist state or something, a fascist state, what have you. Now, the people who are behind this all are like Freemason-like people, right? Boarding school people, military school people, to some degree Catholic school or Christian school types. They're people with a certain uniformity, right? A uniform and a uniformity. The main types of people doing this. There's also various nerd types helping them out, Epstein types, Weinstein types. They're put front and center to confuse you about what's going on. And it's pretty open and shut. We see that there's attacks on Christians that are taking place constantly in Israel. The Christian population there went from it was 25% or something, all the way down to 2% because of those attacks. And so in many ways, while the various churches and the various cults and organizations are trying to force people to do things their way, from Israel we see a lot of these organizations expanding around the world with their psychological operations and their attacks on Christians, to the point where various white, Jewish, and LGBT hate groups that are fully merged with the government here, as they have historically been, and they're persecuting me, again with the 23 witnesses on record. So you have the attacks on journalists and the rapes, and there's a lot of covert sexual harassment going on here. And they use technology, and they try to do it in a way that has plausible deniability. So even if another law enforcement agency, they're all compromised, but if another one was to kind of observe what was going on, they wouldn't see a lot of evidence. Like if you're trying to observe the Havana syndrome attacks on the personnel, right, on the CIA personnel, FBI, what have you. Okay, it's also important to note that in Revelation 9:11, right, you have that 9:11, it brings up that Apollo, the destroyer, Apollyon, the destroyer, okay, and that's his name in Greek, right? And in Greek you see a lot of this kind of wordplay, just like you see in Hebrew, where when words are similar, it's almost never a coincidence. And so Apollyon is connected to Apollo, and it's that technology that's destroying everything: the artificial intelligence, the brain hacking, the data centers. And these things are all very key in what's going on here. So now let me go ahead and end this here so I can start over and make a shorter version.